Good morning. My name is Kimberly Robinson. I live at 767 Princeton Road. I suspect you are very familiar with my name from my many letters. I contend there's two things here that really need to be brought to awareness. There's a better way to do this, and we deserve better from you guys. I have been told what you want to hear, and I've been told what to tell you. But there's one statement that has echoed in my brain ever since I opened that first letter, and as I've gone to hearings after hearings and taken time off of work, and as I've researched, and it is, how dare you? How dare you give me 5 minutes to defend my next 50 years? I have cut substantial information from my presentation because I don't have time to quote it all. But there are three main categories that must be addressed before any final decision can possibly be considered. One is transparency. How dare you create a process that promotes such well-documented secrecy? So little about this journey has been transparent. Just review the meetings from the Planning Commission hearings. A multi-billion-dollar company states that they've been working on this project since 2013. How is it possible that we can do this without building any good faith with it or relationships with the surrounding communities? How dare you begin to consider approving a project of this scale when there is no traffic study done? We are just to take it on faith that the county engineer understands the volume of semi-truck traffic and will take into account the farm traffic and student drivers on our very busy road. You do understand that Norris School is just 5 miles east on Princeton Road. You do understand that this project is along Highway 77 with 4 lanes of highly trafficked highway. Are you prepared to manage the traffic, the wear and tear, and the 70-mile-an-hour car accidents? My 13-year-old asked about this. She said this was dangerous. How are we to know that this study has been done during the school year, during Husker season, or during the times of day that parents and children commute from Lincoln to the neighboring communities? The next major category is impact. I believe that the impact on my personal life and my family is well documented on the record for you guys. But here's some other impacts that can't be ignored. How dare you enact regulations that allow for blank templates to be presented, blank emergency plans, economic studies that demonstrate clear financial losses for our county, property value assessments of solar installations that are a fraction of the size of this project, and wetland studies that won't be completed until after approval in the spring or summer. How dare you downplay our very reasonable questions, dismiss our reasonable concerns, and expect that we will receive transparent reports while NextEra is also held accountable? And how dare you take the decommissioning plan at face value when the numbers do not add up? Per the city planner's education, non-compliance issues on the part of NextEra are managed on a complaint basis. How dare you? How dare you not clearly establish support for the people of this community? Why is it my responsibility to monitor their work? How dare you if you forgot, this is a multi-billion-dollar company from out of state with a known record of having questionable compliance and ethical issues. Just see my articles on Kansas. And then finally, waste. Our time has been wasted, our holidays non-existent, and truly our future has been treated as though it's trash. I have 2 stepchildren. I don't have them full time. Since regulations don't require thorough due diligence on the part of the board and the planners in evaluation, I've had to spend my valuable time and my quality time with my children over the holidays reading proposals, blueprints, and researching. This is time I will not get back. And yes, I'm angry that I have been represented so poorly by the board on this. How dare you write these regulations 4 years ago and keep them unchanged after the Salt Creek project 2 years ago when you amended it? How dare you allow the residents in South Lancaster County to be treated differently than the residents of North Lancaster County? How dare you designate land for agricultural purposes only and then have this backdoor option for billion-dollar companies to come in under the radar and submit for a special permit? There is a better way. And there's better way documented by other companies, and there's research, and there's a better way to do this. And finally, how dare you put me in a position where I feel like I'm asking for compromises and not answers? I don't want to live next to an industrial solar installation. I don't want 4 inverters around my property. I don't want the stress of being David against Goliath, but my representatives aren't doing it for me. So here I am. Stop this process. Clearly, our standards for reviewing an industrial solar installation are insufficient. We need a third party to fact check this proposal because there's a lot of questions and a lot of strings to pull to evaluate this. There's precedent for a moratorium for you to stop this and reevaluate and research and do this the right way. Work with the community, find creative and modern solutions for a modern world with modern needs. Ensure there is thorough accountability, representation, education, and work with us and not against us. We are fully aware that we need to improve and enhance the power grid, but we believe that the people should be a part of the process and not a road bump on the path to corporate progress. Show us that you're doing your due diligence and ensure that, concrete answers are received for questions like, how does a $600 million construction project only cost $9 million to decommission? That math doesn't math.
Next is